After the last 3 weeks of bitching, I did it to myself this time. Welcome to Imola. Well, you guys have me for the next 11 minutes and like 30 seconds or so, so hopefully I can try and figure out what I'm going to talk about here. Either way, we loaded up into Imola. And to be honest, this is the most comfortable that I have been in a Porsche Cup on a track since this car has came out, the 992.2. I feel like it's hard to explain how I was feeling here. I just, every now and then when you're sim racing, you are locked. You are just dead set on what you were doing, and that is exactly how I felt here. As you'll see coming up, obviously there was some things that happened, but I mean, in all honesty, it was still an amazing race. Something that I enjoyed to actually race in. And as number 15 here tries to slide in and, you know, cut me off, but it is what it is. So basically in this race, I did qualify. It was pretty atrocious. It was like 143.2, something like that. As you see in the next race that is in here, I was in the 42s. So I had a little bit of an unfortunate starting grid start. I can't talk! Holy shit. All right. Whew. Let's cool ourselves down. All right. We started anywhere between 10th and 12th in the grid, and I believe it was 12th. We have picked up 2 spots due to that car that wrecked into corner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as we come around this corner, I felt incredible. I practiced this corner 150 times. Yeah. So now we get to sit here and twiddle our thumbs back and forth and wait for all these cars to pass. And out of all of that complaining and whining and crying over the last 2 weeks, the only person that did that to me was me. I was like, well, my front end, if you see in the top or in the front left corner, driver's side, I thought my car was going to be fucked. So I was being a little careful coming into all this. But this race here is exactly why you need to realize that even if something happens right away, that was lap 1. Jump back in. If you don't have a meatball flag, you can control the car. Keep going. Don't just say, fuck my IR, fuck my SR. You can save yourself. If you messed up your safety rating just by crashing out right there and you end your race, you're not going to, you're going to lose. You're going to lose SR. The way SR works is by the amount of corners that you take in any given race. If you only took 15 corners and you got a 2X, you are going to lose safety rating. If you can manage to finish out your race, you'll be just fine. Jumping ahead to lap 6 here. And car number 14 gets a little squirrely. I'm not sure if it's due to the gravel or what's going on. But as we come by him, we wave at him and we pick up another spot. Currently, we are sitting in 21. I know it says 22, but due to passing that car, we are sitting in 21. So, prime example, we are coming from P25. We have picked up, well, according to lap 7, we have picked up 3 positions. Okay, this is a 15-lap race. Car number 13. Car number 15. I don't know how to answer that. 13 probably shouldn't have cut in. Should have just slowed down, gone around the outside. But watch what he does. He comes back out on the track, can't control it, swerves, gets smoked from behind. Luckily, I was far enough behind that I missed all of it. But that made us pick up. I will have to see on the next lap. But obviously, we just picked up at least 2 positions. So going from 22 to 20, that's 5 positions in 7 laps. Yes, they are from wrecks, but my pace was high enough that I was going to start catching cars either way. They were running 44s and 45s. I'm running 43s here. The only reason I was running the 43s was because I was a little nervous about the car. I say that multiple times because you just never know in this car. Anyways, jumping up to lap number 14. This is the final lap. 24 is beating this dude through the corner the entire way and then spins him out. If that was me, I'd be filing a protest. I was gonna, adios amigo. I was going to show what he was doing, but I figured you guys didn't really care. We go ahead and get by number 12 here. We cut the inside. Yes, I took advantage of him having to slow down. That's racing. You have to pick up positions where you can. And that puts me into P15. That actually might be P14. Not 100% sure. We'll have to see what tracker says here. Okay, so we're still in 15. So on our final lap, I about bending into the wall again. But coming up, I'm going to show you a little way to help correct some of that I finally figured out. We ended up going from 25th all the way to 15th. We lost like 15 I rating, surprisingly, because it's a number 4 car. And I gained safety rating. Like I said, use your safety rating to your advantage. Just a little intermission here before we continue. As you can see in the background, we're editing this video as we go here. So I just wanted to throw you guys onto something. I was struggling so bad with like feeling how the steering wheel input was doing. Sorry, I have a stutter. Most of you know that. I'll try and slow down. Okay. So what I feel between the settings that I had prior to the settings that are here now is night and day difference. I can drive through the grass and catch my car as I'm trying to come back onto the asphalt or the concrete, whatever track you're on. I want you guys to try these settings and go from there. This is your base settings, nothing else, nothing in game. This is just the base settings. Try it. You might be surprised how much that you improve on the feeling of your steering wheel. All right, so I hope you guys copy those settings because it did make a huge difference. You can catch your car, everything else. Everything that I had before felt like snap steering, so it's hard to correct. Coming up into corner 1 at Imola, and of course I feel like I have to burp. Excuse me. I was not expecting to brake that hard. I did touch his back bumper. I got my back bumper crushed in. You'll see it in some of the third-person view. I had a heck of a lot better qualifying here. I can't remember if it was I think it was a 42.9. So I got up into the top 10 for qualifying. Coming into corner 4 here. This is what I mean by this car is so unstable. I get braked fast enough to avoid smoking that guy in the back. But I just feel sometimes like with this car, you can hit a sausage curb 10 times. Out of those 10 times, you are going to feel something different in that car. I don't know why it is. I wish it wasn't that way, but it's not the same feeling every time you hit something. That's one thing I hope they correct. I feel like this P-Cup is very grippy. It makes for fast lap times, competitive racing. I do kind of miss the fact of not having ABS because I feel like it took a little bit more skill level to make sure you weren't locking, because I just feel like everybody now is just bumping the ABS. And that's really not the fastest way to get a GT3, which I know the 992.2 is a cup car. I get it, but it has ABS, so I'm going to group it in with GT3s. I feel like it makes it less competitive as far as the braking, but the speeds are insane. I feel like this car, I want to say it's faster than some GT3. I think I confidently say it's faster than GT3s on certain tracks. And that's pretty crazy because then you're going between GTE and GT3. This is lap number 2. Obviously, I don't really know why I'm extending this portion out. I assume I had something in my head that I wanted to talk to you guys about. But either way, I'm signaling to this guy, hey, just hold your line. I'm not going to do anything crazy. We're in the top 10. I don't want to fuck around. If he makes a mistake, I'll capitalize on it, like right here, and then he cuts me off like a word I won't say, because I know YouTube, they don't push me through the algorithm because of the words that I say, so I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit here. I used to be a truck driver, so it's very hard not to say certain words. I'm bumping him here. He brakes so hard for some reason, and I hit the back of him. Obviously, he knows it's not intentional. I wasn't trying to throw him off the track or anything, so he just kind of didn't say anything. There was screaming up in the front. I will not say that there was no screaming at all, but go ahead and jump up to lap number 3. I'm just going to kind of give you guys details of how far he is ahead of me between laps. So he's 0.05. Lap number 4, he is 1.5. I must have had I had a bad lap, 144. Lap number 6, we were getting back down into, or 5, whatever that said, jump down 43s. Lap number 6, we're still in the 43s. I'm not sure. Yeah, 43.26 is 1.5 ahead of me. I said I got down in the 42s. I don't know where that's at. Maybe here's probably where I'm in the 42s. No, it says 43.9. 1.2 seconds ahead. I'm not gaining. I'm not losing. But Chris behind me, this dude, he can drive. He was car like number 24, and he was keeping up with everybody. Maybe the 42s were with traffic. I'm not 100% sure. I know we started cooking and stayed up with them for a while. Unfortunately fell off. As you see in front of us here, we have kind of sort of a cluster F going on around here. I'm playing it safe. I'm going very slow, waiting for them to figure out exactly what they're going to be doing, because I don't want to get myself into a position where I'm going to get wrecked. I'm signaling to Chris that, hey, there could be something going on up here, and I was 100% right. Car number 12 just decides car number 18 is not there, drives into the side of him. We get past him, and Chris also gets past him. Don't know what the plan there was, but obviously now you can see that the gap went from a 1.5 to a equal gap due to the fighting. I didn't want to risk it too wide going through here. Figured given the position, get around, we'll be perfectly fine. And that's pretty much, I mean, this was a pretty boring race. To be honest, there was a couple wrecks up in the front, nothing crazy, just driving off into the gravel. So we did end up gaining 2 positions that puts us into P6. So either way, Imola was good for me. It was a good refresher, good mental check. We've had some rough weeks here, so hope you guys do enjoy. Follow those Moza settings. I do have an affiliate link. I will link down in the description here if you are looking for Moza products. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will catch you in the next iRacing video.